You're okay, you're working hard, but there's this quiet background voice that just won't stop. It's like you're running, but you're not able to close the gap. Your rent increases, you didn't make the decision. The company is restructuring, you didn't make the decision. The plan got cancelled because someone else changed their mind. It's not one thing, it's a lot of small things together. And our brain reacts very specifically to this. It tries to look for control somewhere else. So at 11:30 in the night, when you're exhausted and scrolling on your phone, you see something and 10 seconds later you've bought it. That's the control spend. Basically, it's a brain trying to use money to feel like it's in control of something, anything in that moment. And purchase is the perfect loop. Think about it. You see it, you like it, you bought it. Loop closed. And the dopamine hit isn't from the product, it's from making the decision. That's why checkout feels nicer than the delivery. And before you think it's just you, psychologists have a name for it. They call it the compensatory consumption. When people feel their sense of control or identity is threatened, they resort to buying things instead, mostly to symbolize what they've lost. There's even a famous economic pattern called the lipstick effect. In recession, where the money is tightest, small luxury spendings go up. Not because people have more money, but because people need to feel like they chose something. It's never about the thing. It's about the feeling that our decisions still matter. Now, most people respond to this by trying harder. More discipline, stricter rules, more budgets. But the problem is, willpower is in the rational part of the brain and the control spend happens from the survival part of the brain. And survival always wins. That's why by the time our brain says, do you really need this? The checkout has already happened. Now, this is not weakness. This is just the order of operations in a human brain. But the good part is, once we understand it, it's easier to fix. Here's the cruel irony. The thing that you're buying to feel in control is slowly taking away from the only thing that gives you actual control. Financial freedom. Not the fancy cars, early retirement one, but that safety net where one bad month doesn't derail everything. Where you are in a place where you can decide what you want instead of what you can afford. For example, 3 impulse purchases of 500 per week is 6,000 per month, 72,000 per year. Now imagine putting that in SIP for 12% return. Over 5 years, you get 5 lakh rupees. Now this is not a life-changing amount, but this amount is enough to make a decision based out of strength and not panic. So how can we fix it? 3 steps. And this works because it focuses more on the triggers and not the symptoms. The first one is name the feeling. Ask yourself, what happened today that made me feel out of control? The purchase is just where the feeling ended up. Now the point here is to not control the urge, but to just pause and name it. This alone interrupts the pattern. The second one is to redirect the urge, not fix it. Find one thing where you are the variable, where anything that you do has a direct impact. Like finish that workout, send out that email, clean out that little cupboard. Small is perfect. Small wins. Our brain doesn't need a big win for it to matter. It just needs agency and control. Third step is watch the pattern for 7 days. Every time you feel the urge to buy something, write down what happened that day. Now, even though you don't stop the pattern, but just watching it for 7 days gives you an idea of what your trigger is, yours specifically. And once you identify the trigger, it becomes much easier to not react to it, but to just watch it. Now, the goal is to not stop spending. It's just to stop spending to feel like we're in control. Just the fact that you're watching this video about overspending proves that you're not someone who's lost control, but someone who is willing to see what the patterns are. And that itself is a win. So if this video helped you name something that you've been feeling but you didn't know how to quite place it, share it with someone who's in the same place, who's buying things to just cope. If you like this video, then check out the other video where we talk about 4 traps that make us spend more money. So see you soon in the next one. Until then, bye bye.